Well, good morning. I have Edward Leos here with the Hotel Guide. Would love to hear a little bit more about what you do and how you got started in your industry.
Oh, well, I'm happy to be here, Audrey. The Hotel Guide has been around for 33 years. And I jokingly tell people, whenever I talk to them, like, yeah, I started that when I was 10 years old. But obviously I'm not. I didn't. But it was my first job out of college. And I was really fortunate. The magazine had been out one issue. At the time, it was a Hotel Guide of San Antonio. So it's based here in San Antonio, started here in San Antonio. And it's our corporate office now here at Adventure X. So really excited about that. But the magazine started out and we just evolved. I took a chance. And when I was 25, the owner said, hey, I know you always wanted to be a publisher and an owner. And he sold me the magazine. So here I was, this kid, 25-year-old. And I was like, now what do I do? I've got this nationally distributed magazine. And then I had a staff of 10. And it was like trying to figure these things out on the fly. Because back then, obviously, we didn't have the internet the way it is now, and YouTube, where I could go get, thoughts and ideas from mentors and people who are posting. If you didn't have a mentor at the time, you really had to figure it out all by yourself. And so you kind of went through all the muck to get to where we are now. But the fact that we're 33 years old and still alive and kicking and just growing really now, I'm really thankful that we're able to do that. So it's been fun. It's been a fun journey. It's not over yet, and we're excited about it moving forward.
Well, I thought it was so exciting when we got to celebrate your 30th year anniversary and being able to see over the last few years growing in the Hotel Guide and the different things that you do for it, and just also giving me personal advice on different type of content and creation and so forth. I've really enjoyed that part about having you here. I would love to hear more about how community has been able to give back to you and help you grow and thrive here at Venture X.
Oh, that's easy to answer because community has been the number one thing of being part of Venture X. I'm also a business coach and a leadership coach too. So when I came to look at the property the very first time, the 14th floor wasn't even around yet. And we were still building out kind of the 8th floor. And so when I came on board and I took a tour and, I was looking at the vision and all that stuff, I was going from a home office I was like, man, I really need to get a place where my clients could come and we could do our sessions and then also continue to build the Hotel Guide. And I fell in love with the location. I really loved the ability that there was parking here and I didn't have to worry about that. So it wasn't being downtown and congested and all that. But then it was really the people. It was obviously you, it was obviously Jim. And then it kind of went from a place to work to more about a place of family. And so everybody knows this by now, is I didn't get an office because I was like, I don't want to be in the office by myself. So I said, I'm going to get a membership where can just have a community pro and just be out there. But I also have a marketing firm. And so I'm really big on branding. And so what did I say I was going to do? I said, I'm going to sit in the same spot every day. And that'll just kind of be my space without me really telling anybody. And now it's almost a little bit of a joke because I sit in the same spot. And, people get off the elevator, they're going to see me once they look into the Venture X building. But it really has allowed us to just grow. I think the community aspect of it has kind of helped my business go to the next level because, you grow together. And I'm a big believer that when you've got a group of people, whatever industry it is, everybody gets to learn from everybody else. And so I think here at Venture X, you have the ability to not only help people, but for those people to help you. And I've been really big fortunate that we've been able to do that here.
Yes, that's so great to hear. Honestly, I love stealing your spot. That you walk in and you're like, oh, and I'm just like, just kidding. I'll move over for you. And I really love whenever you focus on the branding of your company and how important that is to, be repetitive in that and choose and pick something that works well for you to stand out from the crowd. You're right. Everybody walks in on the 8th floor and they see Ed sitting right there on the last stool at the island. A lot of people come and they introduce themselves to you. They chit chat with you. They get coffee and they converse. Mm-hmm. And when we first opened a few years back, that didn't happen to the level it happened now.
Yeah.
It did take some time to transform and to build the community and have more people here to be a part of that. And that also comes with doing all the events that we do. Mm-hmm. I'm really excited to have you be our speaker for last Thursday's networking breakfast in April. Would love to hear a little bit more about the topic you're going to speak about, and how that pertains to going into the summertime for most of us. Hopefully most of us.
Yeah, definitely.
And vacationing. Tell me a little bit more about what you're going to tell us about at last Thursday's.
It's going to be a combination. Obviously, I own the travel, the hotel guide, and so there's a travel aspect of it, but I'm also a leadership coach as well. And so I always like to weave in those two things. And so I'm really fortunate and really thankful that this will be the fourth time that I'm able to speak at the last Thursdays. It's been an amazing opportunity. I think last year we actually spoke on my mom's 80th birthday, and we were able to celebrate her. And it was really cool to see that everybody saying happy birthday to my mom on her actual birthday. And so this place holds a special place in my heart. And when I'm able to speak at the events, it's really an awesome thing. And so this one is going to combine two things, from travel and leadership / business. And it's really going to talk about the experiential side of travel, but also how things are going from more to more about meaning. And so what does that really focus on? It's really, there's so many things, so many businesses that are out there. I think, hey, I just got to do more, got to keep putting out more and more and more, when it's really about the experience. It's really about the meaning behind everything that you're doing. And you're seeing a heavy trend in travel right now that it's gotten so important that it's called experiential travel. Where, when you go to a trip, usually it's about an experience, but we never really talked about that. Now it's being categorized as experiential travel. So what does that mean? It means taking that experience where you're at, but bringing a piece of that back to you where you're coming back to. And so if you're a hospitality place, a hotel, a resort, a destination, how do you create better brand ambassadors from that? And that's going to be talking about being about the meaning that you get from your experience there versus just about getting more and more and more. Because I think more is becoming more standardized and easy things to do. So people can always say, we got more of this, we got more of that. But what's the meaning behind it? And we talked about this offline a little bit before, but people want to feel valued. They want to feel that the experience. And so you get that here like at VentureX. It's acknowledging the guests when they come into the space. It's using their name. And you do this time and time again. It's when you're doing a tour, you're able to go and say, hey, Edward, what are you looking for? What are you doing? And so you're delving in because it's about the meaning behind it and connecting with the right people. And there's a lot of businesses in this world right now that aren't doing that. So I'm hoping today, or in the topic, we'll be able to combine a little bit about the fun, the luxury, the travel side of things, and then talk about literally how we can apply some of those things to our business, whether you're in hospitality or insurance or roofing or whatever. It is about going from more to meaning. And then at the end, we'll probably talk a little bit about maybe some of the top travel places that people could go this year and how the hotel guide could help them find that.
Well, I love to hear that, here at VentureX, you've been able to experience those meaningful moments. I've been on a couple vacations, but I haven't been on a lot. So I'm really excited to hear you talk about that and how whenever we plan our next vacation, it'll be a little bit more about the experience and the meaning behind it rather than just, hey, we went to the location, this destination, and we decided we were going to go to X, Y, and Z so we can have fun. But at the end of the day, depending on what, lifestyle that you have going on at that moment in your life, I am in a relationship and I have a 7-year-old daughter. And to me, it's really about the experiences that I get to spend with my family and the memories that we get to make together. Because those are going to be long lasting for my daughter as she becomes an adult. She's going to remember the things she did with her parents, and hopefully she'll want to do those things with her family as well when she has one eventually.
Yeah, definitely.
So I really like how you're intertwining business experiences with, outside of work, family experiences, and just tying everything together on it being more meaningful. Because everything in life, we should find meaning in what we do.
Yeah.
We should find our purpose, and we should explore that purpose and go all for it. I personally love helping people, and I think that's why I've been such a good fit with being at VentureX. Is every day I do have opportunities to help and to give back and connect to the right people with other people. So yeah, I've been able to do that with you, knowing you now for a few years. It has become more of like a family than just a place to get up and wake up in the morning, go to work and do the same old thing again. It's not the same old thing. And I've really been able to enjoy being here because of that. But would love to hear a little bit more about you and your future, and where do you see the Hotel Guide going at 33 years?
Yeah, no, that's a great question. I think I get asked that a lot, especially now. I think post-COVID, travel really changed for a lot of people. Obviously, when the world kind of shut down and travel shut down, it really affected the industry. And so when I look at where we are at 33 years, it's really version 2.0. So people are like, how can you be 2.0 at 33 years? Oh, well, this is why. And so for us, we're seeing some great things happen. I have an international board of advisors. It took me 32 years to say, hey, Edward, why don't you have other people be a part of a board and take some of their expertise and learn from them? And so now I've got literally 9 people from all over the world who have specific areas that they're really good at, whether it's spa and wellness, humanitarianism, marketing, luxury hotel sales. So it gives me the opportunity to glean information from them and go, how can we get better at this? And they're big supporters of what we do as a magazine. And so we really taken the magazine and become more of a digital ecosystem. So what does that really mean? It means I have the digital magazine, the social media aspect. We've got our website, our newsletter, and then I have a podcast called Travel Talk. And I've been able to interview some people from all over the world and just amazing stories and stuff like that, talking about travel. And so for me, I look at going to the next level with that. And what does that mean? That means reaching more people. That means being more focused on the luxury and boutique travel market. We just align with an agency to be able to book travel now through our website and through everything that we do. So now not only can you come to our website and get information on like, oh, I want to go to Miami and I want to stay at this property that I'm reading about in your magazine. Now you can actually be able to book that or work with a travel advisor to be able to do that. And so I'm expecting that to grow. You're going to probably see some more video content. I've been asked about doing a TV show for the Hotel Guide by a company out in LA. And I think that could be something down the line.
Yeah.
I'd love to just continue
That'd be so
doing
cool.
this. It would be.
That'd be so cool to have a TV show.
It would be. And whether it's, on actual channels or whether it's, even going through YouTube and kind of building it that way, like taking the Travel Talk aspect of what we're doing now and expanding that into more video, not just interviews, but actual going to destinations and featuring them. And so I think that's the big goal. The big goal is to get in front of a camera on a consistent basis, travel the world a little bit more and go to the places and bring that content to the world. And I always tell people one of our tagline for the Hotel Guide is travel and make memories. And it's ironic that that's pretty much the title of kind of what we're doing for the talk. But, it should be about the memories and it should be a positive experience. You shouldn't feel bad about coming back from an excursion and go, man, I don't know. And so I think if I can help people have a great experience for travel, you come back changed, and then that change can really implement helping other people. And so I'll end it with this. I'm a Maxwell leadership coach, and he always talks about don't be a reservoir, but be a river. So what that means is take what you got and let it flow through you. So it could be an experiences at the Ritz-Carlton that we talked about earlier, or it could be something, how can I make your experience better by you coming in contact with me? And I think hopefully we'll get to talk a little bit about that at the event.
I'm so excited. I believe that's going to be Thursday morning at 8:30 a.m. April 30th.
April 30th.
So yeah, if anybody would love to come join us and see Ed speak at that event, it's only a few weeks away. We'll definitely be announcing throughout the month reminders of that talk. But if you're interested in following Ed and following and learning more about travel, I definitely recommend checking out the Travel Talk podcast.